Hi, people of the internet. So, if you don't know, my name is Sade, and I'm making a video. And we're gonna talk about, well, not where, but I'm talking about. You can talk if you want. I won't be able to hear you. But I'm making a video because I feel like it might be helpful. I'm a single mom of 4, and last year was my first semester of college. Now, I've been to college before. I went to community college once before for EMT school. That didn't work out like how I intended, but I had a very inspirational family member kind of really pushed me to go back to school, and a lot of things that were stopping me from going was just not knowing how things were going to work out. But I found that as I started to apply for things, and I started to put things in motion, things started to work itself out. So currently I'm going to school for engineering. My first semester, I'm not taking any engineering courses just yet, but my first semester was pretty rough. I cried a couple times, specifically because of math. Math was pretty rough. I was taking quantitative reasoning at the time. This semester I took college algebra. Last semester was rough and I cried, but I had 1A and 3 B's. This semester is looking real 1A and 2 D's and an F possibly. This semester kind of kicked my ass, and the general consensus when I talk to everyone else is just this semester kicked their ass too. A lot of things happened during this semester and that I did not take into account could possibly happen. But life is going to happen while you're trying to make a better future. And so for this semester, I was on and off meds. And so that really affected everything around me. And my perception of the world was on and off. I had bouts of depression, and my dad died, which I didn't know it was going to hit me as hard as it did, but it did. And I didn't stop going to school. There were times where I thought, maybe I just need to take a break. Maybe I just need to stop. But I didn't. I'm still here. And I'm glad that I didn't just stop, because a lot of the opportunities that I had, I don't feel like they would have still been there had I decided to take a year off or some time off. Life is still going to continue. So the process is really just trying to find a way to navigate life and going to school. And so I am a mom. This semester, with everything that was going on, my kids' homework didn't get done, which I feel guilty about, but again, it's a part of life. Everything's not going to get done, and I've learned a lot during the semester. Like, 5 classes are too many for me. That's what I learned. Well, technically it was 6 classes, because I was taking U.S. government, I was taking political science this semester, college algebra, humanities, and English 101. But 2 of those classes had a support class that went with them. So technically that was 6 classes. 6 classes is too many for me. So I had 6 classes this semester, and I joined 3 clubs, I believe. I joined trio last semester, so I did trio with 5 classes last semester. But this semester I had my 6 classes, and then I had trio, LSAMP, National Society of Black Engineers, and I also did what? There's one more thing that I did. I think that's all of them. But I had those 6 classes plus those extracurricular activities. And by the time the semester ended, I was really in a state of burnout. If I'm just being honest. The semester just ended. Grades are going to be posted today. So I'm going to figure out what classes I need to retake so that I can move forward. My estimated time of graduation was 2025, but due to some of the support classes, which don't count as credits, I have to go back and it's going to take me just a little bit longer. In order to graduate on time, I would have had no support classes and possibly take some classes during the summer. So this summer I am going to be taking 2 classes. I think women's gender studies and global economics, and I'm considering throwing in my college algebra course so that I don't have to reconfigure my schedule for the fall. Because at this point, fall classes are already being taken up because they're going to be freshmen coming in. So, you know, a lot of thinking to do, but I came on here to say that it always feels impossible. And you really don't know how far you can go or what you're capable of until you just jump right in. I spent many years just thinking that I'm not good enough, that I don't fit in. And even in the first semester, I kept saying to myself, I haven't been in school for like 12 years. I'm not going to be good at this. I can't compete with these fresh minds that just came out of high school. But it's not the mindset to have. That's not the mindset to have. It's not necessarily about the grades. The end goal is the degree. And so that's something that I really had to sit and talk to myself about. And of course I talked to my best friend, and she always helped me. She always says, you know, you're doing it by yourself. Like, give yourself grace. But I really had to sit and remind myself that my value does not come from the grades, the letter grades or numbers that I make on this test. The goal was never to be the best top student in the world and those things. It's nice. Trust me, it's nice to have that and to feel that. But the end goal for me is always going to be the degree and what I'm going to do with that degree. I find everything so fascinating, so I'm having a hard time narrowing down what I want to do. But I like the idea of where I'm going. And I feel like going to school at 31 has really opened my mind to seeing the world differently, that I didn't really see it before. And so if you can go to school and you can figure out how to do it for free, do it. Just like scholarships and stuff. And as a parent, you can do online schooling, night schooling, whatever the case may be. And I know school isn't for everyone, but this is just the path that I chose. And so this is just the beginning of my journey pretty much. And I hope to keep going. The plan is to keep going. But yeah, it's not impossible. It's gonna be difficult, but it's doable. And that's it. That's not it, actually. I am going to put some videos in about my journey of the year, I guess. The year's not over, but you know, the year's not over. I have a couple clips of like me going to Jamaica, like right before finals. Right before finals, I went to Jamaica for my dad's funeral, and that was an adventure within itself. I think this year I've learned to be kinder to myself, get that rest. And also share my clips about Nesby. But I guess I'll make another video about Nesby. So That's the National Society of Black Engineers. That was here in Atlanta, and that was 20-something thousand people. Lots of brown in the building, and they were all very well educated or in the process of learning. So yeah, I'll make another video about that. But school has been an adventure, and I'm also working on my fitness during this time. I want to be poof, but not too poof. Man, goodbye.